record. It's really hard to send the replay out when you didn't record it. Let's see what time. It's 6:02. We'll wait till 6:03 and then I'll. Oh, it's getting dark here so early now. I live obviously Ohio, and it's
Oh, it's
yeah.
pitch dark.
hmm I forgot how much of a buzzkill that is, and like a bummer that is. But it'll be fine. I let the sun shine on the inside of me, happy and positive,
Light up the room.
light up the room. Cool, cool, cool. All right, I'll just get rolling. People can stroll in if they stroll in, they stroll in. Thank you both for attending again. Appreciate good to see you. Um, for the recording and for those who may not know, I'm Adam Loomis and I own Adam Loomis Marketing. And I have partnered with Serge to help their students crush their online marketing space. And that is what I endeavor to do. And it's an honor to be here. I've been doing digital marketing for small businesses and entrepreneurs for over 10 years. It seems like only yesterday I began, and here I am doing the same thing a long time later. I've learned a whole bunch along the way. I've learned a lot about what to do, and I've also had the painful experience about learning what not to do. And I've seen, a lot of results from my clients. And Jacqueline, you're a prime example of someone who took something I said and tried it, and it worked really, really well. Her,
Awesome advice.
she had a video that went super viral last week. It was like over 10 million people on TikTok alone.
That's crazy.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
My approach and strategy is a bit different than most people. I like to take a more practical, realistic approach rather than making false promises and lofty claims that we have no idea how to attain. So I just like to keep it simple because I need simple in my life. So one of the main core things that I talk about is if you have a business or a brand, product or a service that you're trying to get other people interested in, you have to go about it the right way. You can't just throw ads at people and hope that they're going to be so moved by your ad copy that they just want to invest their entire life savings into your thing. It's not going to happen. It's not realistic. So if we want to build that conversion, we want that conversion to happen, we have to learn how to communicate to the people that are in front of us. So without the communication, there is no conversion. You have to get people interested in not only what you do or what you offer, but you have to get people interested in you because you are your brand, because you build your brand up, which is you, and you connect with people. Maybe 5 years down the road, you take a different direction. You go start offering a different service or a different product, but you keep all those people with you because you built your brand proper way. So I like to say we have to play chess, not checkers. We want people to engage with our thing. How do we do that? And it's through clear communication to build trust. And we have to be consistent about it because I really believe consistency brings trust. When you're constantly engaging your audience, constantly talking to them, not just talking about what you want to do all the time or your goals or your product, your service, or your specials or your offering, but you're just looking to build connection first. And then maybe one day down the line, that consistency and that connection can turn that person that is just been in our world as a viewer into a customer. That is kind of the path forward. So what I like to talk about tonight, I've got three things I want to share with you um, about our online presence and how, in going into 2026, we have to understand that consistency and clear and concise messaging has to be paramount. That has to be our focus. We can't have these huge blocks of copy that no one reads. We can't have all this brand specific information that no one cares about. We have to be able to speak our message using the fewest amount of words to say the most because people are so scroll happy. They want information quickly and instantly. They don't want to read your novel. We are not writing Moby Dick again. Back in the day, people had more time to read, I guess. Now we don't. There's so many distractions. So we have to lean into that. And so what I tell people is you have to have on all your online presence, your Google presence, your website, your social media, they all need to sound and look the same. Because again, consistency builds trust. You can't be going to your social channels and seeing something that looks completely different than your website. So I like to tie them all together and make sure that they're all speaking the same language. They're like the outfit matches, you know. You're not wearing basketball shoes with the tux. Everything works together. And so consistency creates trust. And then automation supports our messaging. It does not replace it. AI has taken over the digital landscape. People are using AI to write their emails, their social media posts, their website copy, their blog posts. They're just using AI, and what they're doing is they're removing the human element to it. So AI for us, I use AI as my assistant. It helps me with my thought processes. It helps me with some simple stuff, but I don't use it to replace myself. I still have to be heavily involved in my content and in my work. You know, everybody has this idea. I can just set it, forget it. I want things to automate and not run with me or just run without me. But what happens is if everybody's doing that, the human element is gone. There's no place for another human to connect with you now because people do not connect to AI devices or AI, platforms. They connect to humans. They need to know us. They need to know who you are, who I am, and that is a very important thing because the more people lean into AI to have it speak for themselves, the human voice becomes more powerful in our branding and our messaging and our content and whatever we're putting out for the world to see. So automation supports doesn't replace. Human storytelling always wins. And that's why I encourage people to tell stories of their life in their content. When you're making social media posts and videos, share an encouraging story about something that God did for you 10 years ago, or a cool thing that a family member did, or a great friend encounter, or something was just something inspirational. Think back over your life and talk about the moments in your life that will help build that bridge of connection. And I always use this testimony. My father's an author, and he's been also a minister. He's pastored for over 40 years. He has written books. He has books that he's wanting to write. He had a book that he's wanting to sell right now. And he's like, Adam, how do I sell my book? And I said, well, quit trying to sell your book. Start trying to connect to people. And then when you do, that's the best chance that you have to ever sell your book in the first place. Go on your social media channels, grab your phone and flip it face camera and start telling stories about your life and ministry and all the things that's happening. He started doing that. And then he felt inspired and encouraged because people were being responding to him and they were talking back to him how this story touched their life or reminded of them of a situation in their life. And they kind of connected the dots. And because of that, his engagement spiked through the roof. He had people driving 6 hours away to his church just to shake his hand because the story that he said on social touched their heart. And what was the result of the connection? It built conversion to the products and services that he has to offer. So we have to think long game. This isn't like an instant moment. I mean, we have instant moments of great visibility, obviously. One morning you can wake up to 6.5 million people that saw your thing. That's a real live thing. But it's the consistency again after that point to continue to create, continue to pour out your heart, pour out your values, celebrate the wins. But don't, we still have to eat again tomorrow. You can't just eat today. You got to eat every day. So it's that long term goal and that mindset that really sets us up for success. So human storytelling always wins. So I want you to think like this week when you're looking at your online presence and your social media content or whatever you're creating, what story in my life can I share that could connect to somebody and be a blessing to somebody? And it could be anything. It could be a hard time. It could be a good time. It could be a sad time. It could be a fun time. It just whatever it is, but make it authentic and real. Because as the rise of AI happens, which it's happening whether we like it or not, the human element is going to be so much more important for people to connect to. Because again, people cannot connect to a platform, they connect to other people. And so our goal with what we're doing with Surge U is we not only want to teach and train on proper ways to communicate, we have reached hundreds of millions of people through our clients' accounts using these. Like I in my new book that's coming out very soon, conversational marketing. How that's where the relationship starts by having a conversation with somebody, and how can we get that moment to occur when people are just flying through social? They're wanting to just disconnect for a while. how do we connect to them? How do we hook them and have them stay a while and hear our voice and get to know our heart? And then how do we get them into our ecosystem to when they want to go research and do business with us, hopefully in the future? So we're going to be laying out all those principles, all those things and the tactics that I've used and the things that I'm learning to use and the things that I've seen work really, really well. And to share that with all of you guys that, serves you and all the students that we get to meet. And I'm very excited about that. And so that was my rant for the night. Really, I know that we can have success. We can have greater visibility. We can have greater connection with people. We just have to be willing to put in the work, and we have to be willing to implement wisdom instead of just busyness. Because there's no amount of money that you can pay for an ad that's going to solve your business goals. It's not going to. There's no magic button that we can push that just set it, forget it. Our marketing is handled, and everybody's just going to come to our website and they're all going to buy our thing. They're going to buy things for their friends and neighbors. It's just not realistic. It doesn't happen. But if we're smart about it, and if we push the right buttons and we put in the work, then that's when we can see results. So we are offering our services to the Surge Youth students. So if you are interested in learning more how we can work with you directly, we provide, not only we build websites, we also help create content for social media and distribution for social media for those who do not have the time to do it themselves. But mainly, we want to help train and teach. And that's why everybody that's here gets, and if you haven't gotten it already, you get a free copy of my book, which is coming out this week. Bless God, after about 6 months of just waiting. But it's going to be good. So it's going to be just the e-copy, the digital copy that I would email you all after this call. But if there is any questions you have, and any of those wonderful people that are on this call tonight about marketing, about your online presence, we've got about 10 minutes, and I can try to make up the answers about it. Pretty creative. So if there's anybody has a question, now is a great time. Somebody can.
Hi, my name is Tanya.
Hey,
Nice to
Tom,
meet you.
you as well.
All right, I had a house for 25 years and I lived across the street from a Loomis family. Same
Uh-oh.
last name.
Okay.
Yeah, here in Minnesota. Do you know anybody in Minnesota?
No, not that I know of, but one thing about the Loomis family line, they're big. They spread out everywhere.
Okay.
We just didn't know them that well growing up, but I'm sure if they were nice. They're probably related to us. If they're not, they're the bad Loomises.
Yeah, who knows? But anyway, just your name popped out. You got my son's first name and then the neighbor's last name, so it was just kind of entertaining. Uh, so anyway, my name is Tanya. My husband is over there off the screen, Lewis, and we recently launched our children's home, the starting phase of a children's home that we're building in Haiti.
Okay.
So it's a nonprofit set up as an LLC or whatnot. So I have you ever heard of Epistle?
No, I don't know. Keep going.
Okay. So with World Outreach Ministries, I have them helping me with my home office. So that's where all my donations come in.
Hmm.
And they have a whole bunch of resources to help missionaries like me set stuff up and everything. And one of them was Epistle, and that's where I created my website off of. And it is very weak. So yeah, so I don't know that yeah, it's just a landing page where you go on and there's some
Yeah.
pictures and there's like a link to give and and then I post what I'm using it for is I'm posting weekly posts on there so people who subscribe to the site will get it. So it's like my prayer letter or my newsletter, but it's like weekly and they can either be getting it monthly or weekly. So let's say they pick monthly. Well, then once a month they're going to get it with everything I post and it'll come out in an email to them that looks like a full newsletter. So
Mhm.
what I've been doing is rotating. Like week one, maybe I'll put prayer requests out. Like I'll write up something nice with prayer requests. Week two, I put out a spotlight. So I'm like spotlighting my ministry partners,
Mhm.
right? So the Haitian partners that are in Haiti, I'm introducing them one by one or family by family so people know who we're working with down there. And
Mhm.
then I'll do uh whatever random, like, so I'm rotating.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on one? I was hoping you know what an epistle was so that you could give me right away your opinion of what
Yeah.
their
Yeah. Yeah.
site would be like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check it out for sure. And get back to you
Well,
on.
I could send you the link to mine too. I would like to hear some because I feel like I need to be doing more. And
Mhm.
the other thing is too is that like I haven't created a I've only been doing this for 3 months for as far as ours goes. I don't have a Facebook presence. I'm just using my personal one that I used for the ministry I was in before because I have all my followers on there. So
Mhm.
I've been just kind of using that. I haven't gotten into like any of the TikTok or the Instagram or anything. And I know I need to be like that needs to be a step. So when they said you were going to be on here, I'm like, maybe this is where I'm supposed to be. Like, because right
Yeah,
now I'm a one man show. Yeah.
right. So yeah, send me that information, and I'll look at it.
Okay.
And this is a good question because it goes in kind of line with where my brain has been as far as like written content. If are you just only reading your content and not hearing your voice, you're gonna have a harder time to connect to them because people aren't
Right.
reading.
Right, because I want to be doing like videos and
Yeah.
stuff, like little ones and things like
Yep.
that. It's just I haven't gotten there yet, but I know I need to.
Yeah. So what I would encourage you to do, you need to create a YouTube channel, and you need to create those videos that you do, where you're just either sharing your thought, everything that you would be writing in the newsletter type setting. Say that, and then pull the transcript and paste it underneath the video, but put that embed that video onto your website. So it's on YouTube in long form content, but then embed it on your website as like that blog post, and then create a title and a short description, but then have the ability for the transcript to be on there as well. Because what happens is video is dominating everything. It's not, people aren't reading, they're watching and listening. So the more presence you have on all of the platforms, so go to YouTube, make sure you're posting on a Facebook account that is branded to the business. And it's going to be a slower transition to get some of your people over there, but just, hey, go follow
Yeah,
my.
that was my big. Yeah, so like first I was like, okay, I got to get all the people because I'm faith-based, so I had to get the people I could to follow me from the last ministry into this one. So like I focused on that first, but now I'm like, now I need to try to get people to. I
Yeah,
felt like if I did all of it all at once, I was going to get lost in all that.
yeah.
So I don't
Just
know.
yeah, just go ahead, set it up, and then just continue to ask us, follow, and then start posting content on that. And then make
Okay.
sure you have Instagram as well. So you've got YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Now here's the beauty of that long form and your website. So you have that long form video on YouTube. You can take the long form video and you can clip it up. You can use an AI tool. There's Opus AI. There's a bunch of them that you can use. Um, Clip it up into shorter form content. So it'll take 30, 60 seconds over that long form and use that for your social media post. So post them as reels on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube shorts and TikTok. Put them everywhere. And then that way, and you can like kind of, if you say, for instance, if you did like a 15-minute whatever, 10 to 15-minute long form video, you can then probably create 10 to 15 to 20 small clips, which the idea is you want to get people to hear your voice. You want the algorithms to start suggesting your page because it's something that they're interested in because the algorithms know what people are interested in. They know what we like to look at. And then they show us things that are in that sphere. So we don't even have to be following. Following you doesn't matter as much as it used to. It's just, are you creating content that is interesting? Are you creating content that people are engaging with? And so that's where our focus should be like, what can I create to get engagement and interest? And then they can do their own research. And they go back to our profile pages, see the link in our bios, click on the link, go to your website, and there's the long form video. They can watch the whole thing, right? And then, or if they wanted to read the transcript or consume it, they can do it that way. So we give everybody opportunity to consume the content how they want. But the beautiful thing about this is the more we do that, the more consistent we are in doing that. Google, which is the number one search engine in the world, it gets people outside of your sphere that could possibly pull you up. It gives them so much more to elevate you in your ranking. So you become more visible. Because AI generated search results are going to be dominating. So when you search for something, it'll be this just block of links that AI generates, and then it's those people that Google AI is recommending are people that have built consistent, trusted platforms, not only on their website but on YouTube, which is also owned by Google, on social media. So the more work we put in wisdom and intelligence, it's going to help us get in front of more people And you never know. Just like Jack had one piece of content reach over 10 million people in a few days. That's 10 million eyeballs on whatever it is we're doing. And so now all 10 million will come in and subscribe and connect to us, but it's okay. Now we're in their circle,
We'll just take 1,000, just 1,000.
right? But now they've seen us, we're in their sphere. So that now the algorithm knows, hey, they've liked something from this creator before. Maybe they'll like it again. So no matter what business owners think, like if you're trying to start anything now and or try to get more people to what to is what you're doing, you're a content creator. I mean, you have to. And people are like, well, I don't like being in front of the camera. I don't want to do it. Well, then it's not going to work for you. You won't grow. You'll be invisible. So either you got to do it, or you got to have somebody that's good at it and wants to and can take ownership of it. Somebody's got to do it. Is this the only way you're going to get people outside of your circle, current circle, to know who you are? So,
Okay, thank you. You said Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Are those the ones? Did I miss any?
yep, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's a good starting place. People ask me, well, should I be on this platform or should I be on that platform? The answer is yes. Wherever people are, and you want, if you need people, go where people are. You
I
know,
know like my young adult sons, they're like all Snapchat. I've never done Snapchat, but I didn't know if that was something I should be
you
worried
want.
about.
I mean, it takes more time, and it's more of a personal. Snapchat is very powerful with the younger generation. They still use it very all the time. It's usually the one of the primary ways they communicate. But
Really, my people are probably the 30 up kind of, I'm guessing, maybe some younger ones, but
I would focus on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. And then when you're creating content, when you create those clips from those long form videos, um, you can upload them as YouTube Shorts, which is the same thing as like a TikTok post or a Instagram reel. And those are getting a lot of visibility in the algorithm to people who don't have a large following. So, I mean, I mean, we got a testimony right there. She didn't have very many followers on TikTok, but I don't even, Jack, how much was it before that
I
video?
had 13 followers on TikTok and now I have over 2,200 and they are going to my page and I don't even know what that means, but they are liking it and they're following me and I don't know why, but I'm gonna
So
Yeah.
what do you do, Jacqueline?
I've created a camouflage pattern. It's a faith and patriotic pattern. As my tagline is for God, for country, for you. And we're the first camouflage ever created not to blend in. So I've got a couple little hooks that I've learned with Surge, but
Okay.
um,
Nice.
yeah, but the video has nothing to do with my business. None.
Which you'll understand that once you read through my book, because it's one of my big talking points is I call it the 90-10 rule, and that's just what I came up with in the moment with zero thought behind it. But it's 90% about the content that we're pushing out for the world to see should be things that's not necessarily related to our business, but it is relationship building post, things that can connect to people because people don't care about what we decided to do. It's our fault we did that. We have to focus on connecting to them first, build that rapport, build that relationship, and then they'll be like, oh, that's cool. You know, they'll want to know more about our lives. So that's our number one. We do have those strategic posts that we can, you know, when you're doing your long form, that can be very purpose driven and very on point. But a lot of your social copy, in addition to clipping those up, should be just interesting, fun things, encouraging things. Share, like I said earlier, share a thought, share an encouraging story of your life. Just be real. Let people feel that vulnerability that, you know, we're not perfect. We're out here trying to express our heart, our passion. And that's what our goal is, not to get people to do something. We're just trying to love
The
on
stories of our ministry partners and the children we're serving, and like it doesn't just
oh,
have to be us, right? It's their
yeah,
story because
anything,
really it's their. Okay.
anything. Yeah. And
So
just,
do you want me to share the link in the chat here, or is there a way
yeah,
for me to send it to you later?
you can share it in the chat if you want. Uh,
Okay. Here's
Love to
the
check it out.
link.
oh,
There's
cool.
the link. I know it's long.
No, that's okay. No, I'll definitely check it. I've got your contact info when you register,
And
so
if you can't see it, yeah, it might make you have to subscribe in order to see it. I'm not sure, but I think that it might.
that's cool. My mom,
Okay.
well, this ministry's type of ministry is, you know, very close to our family. My mom runs orphanage in Nairobi.
Okay, so yeah, same
Yep.
same idea.
Yep. It's really, really cool. She would live there if she could. She loves.
Same.
Yep.
I was trying to, and then the COVID and then the gang activity.
Still paid.
I have a place there, still pay for it.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
no, it's very cool. Yeah, I'll check it out and give you some of
Right.
my thoughts and stuff on it, you know.
Thank you. So on the invite it showed 4 different dates. Is every date the same thing or is it different for through November? Like what's every week?
Yeah, so we endeavor to do this every week on Monday night. And the idea is to kind of introduce you to who we are and how we can help you. I don't do anything the same ever, so there's no chance that that happens. Uh, just you'll get
So
to
I could show up to each one and people
um,
might even ask different questions that would also
you,
help me and that kind of thing. Okay,
you
perfect.
are
I put it on
invited.
the calendar. I just want to make
You
sure.
are invited, and we're going to be doing some different stuff very, very soon too that we'll share with everybody. That'll be a huge help. Because a lot of people, if you can't afford to hire us to help you directly, there's still a lot of ways that we can provide value to you.
Right. And we're like to be getting to know you and soaking up all your knowledge till someday God provides enough that we're like, all right, would you just come in and I can afford you now.
No, it's good. I'm thankful for the opportunity to share what I've learned, and I didn't think that I would ever get the chance to be able to like pour that out. It would be good enough to pour out to other people, but I'm very blessed and thankful. So yes,
I
you're
appreciate your help.
welcome to be in the room. Sure. Awesome. So I'll send you guys a recap of this uh, call tonight with the PDF copy of the book, which I think that's going to help you a lot when you're starting off in your, oh boy, I got to do this thing for real now. That's going to help you, give you a lot of good ideas and stuff. And the idea that I just shared with about the long form, pulling the transcript, that's something that's going to be really, really powerful in the next few months. And the people that do that, instead of writing just traditional newsletters or blog posts, as have been the custom, are going to stand out majorly. And I can't wait to help everybody get that set up in their life. It's going to be a good thing, everyone. So, yeah, awesome. Well, that's all I have. Well, thank you guys for coming. It was 30 minutes on the dot almost. That never happens.
Thank
But
you for your insight today.
yeah, you're welcome. And I'll send an email out here probably tomorrow morning. But you'll get it.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Adam.
Guys. All right.
I'm gonna go do something else for the night anyway. So
Okay, good. All right. Well, God bless
Thanks,
y'all.
Adam.
Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.